my name's Liza, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm one of the learning team at Southampton Cultural Services. Here are some of our venues. I've got them off my computer screen to show you in case you haven't been there. This is Sea City Museum, this is Tudor House, and this is Southampton City Art Gallery. We're going to be doing some artwork today inspired by some of the artwork at Southampton City Art Gallery. Here's a picture of the inside of our main hall. You can see it's got really high ceilings, there's a big staircase that goes up, and there's lots of different artwork on show, some paintings and some sculptures. If you want to have a look at our artwork and get some ideas, you can visit our website. And there's a section you can see here called Explore the Collection. If you click on there, there we go. There's lots of different boxes and they tell you about the different types of artwork. So Renaissance painting, British 18th century painting, French painting, lots of different types. I was having a look on there earlier and I was thinking, oh, I really want to make something at home today. And I've got quite a lot of recycled materials at the moment, so I was going to make something out of a tin can. Now there's a few works on here, as I said, but also if you want to find even more from our collection, because did you know we've got over 4,000 artworks at Southampton Art Gallery? I went to this website here. This is called Art UK, and you can use it to search and find even more of our artwork. So I looked up, here we go, I looked up Southampton City Art Gallery, and I also put a keyword in and I put snow, because I was thinking about snowy days. And it brought up loads of different artworks here, and I really liked this one. If I click on it, it'll make it a bit bigger for you. There we are. So this one's by an artist called David Cameron, and it's at Southampton City Art Gallery, and it's called Autumn Snows, Men Tithe. Now if you want to find out a bit more about the artist, you can click on his name here. There we go. And it shows you some more of his different artwork. And it tells you a little bit about his life. Anyway, as I said, I really liked his artwork. Let's go back to it. There it is. It's a lovely snowy landscape, and in it you can look off into the distance at the mountains. And I decided to make a creature that might live in those mountains. Can you guess what it might be? It's a Yeti. Now I'm not going to show you mine. I'm going to talk you through stage by stage how to make it, and then maybe you could have a go at making your own Yeti at home or at school with your class. Let's get making. So first of all, you will need a can. Got a couple here to show you. Doesn't have to be Heinz, can be any kind of can. And you're going to empty it out, obviously use the food, and get an adult to clean it out for you. Then the next thing you need to do is, whoever's helping you to do this activity, whichever adult it is, ask them to help you tape round the inside. Now that's super duper important. You can see I'm breaking off bits of tape, and then I'm putting them over the top, because we all know there's a sharp lip inside a can and you don't want to cut your hands. Now it's probably best to get an adult to do this for you. If you're a little bit older you might be able to do it yourself, but just make sure you've got someone there with you, and make sure that adult can check that it's safe and not sharp all the way around before you do anything else. When you've done that, you will need to get your carrier bag. Now I've already shredded my carrier bag. What I meant to say at the beginning as well is, don't worry if I'm going a little bit fast for you. If you go on the Art Gallery website, which is www.Southampton City Art Gallery, you'll be able to find an online resource page, and on that online resource page there'll be a little document like a PDF, and you can click on it and it will give you all these instructions step by step, so you don't have to worry about keeping up with me. So you'll take your carry bag and rip it up into lots and lots of pieces. And you can see what I've done with these pieces now that I've ripped them up. It's quite good fun ripping them up. Get your adult to help you, it's quite therapeutic. You can put them on a bit of sellotape like that, and then we're going to start putting them around our tin can, and you're going to carry on going. Lucky for you, I've pre-prepared quite a few of mine so I can cover it up super duper quickly. You're going to keep on going until you've covered the whole tin can right up. Now I'm going to do mine really quickly because you don't want to watch me stick bits of shredded carrier bag onto a tin can for hours and hours. You can take a bit more care with yours. There we go, so I'm covering the whole thing. And what do you think this is supposed to be? Any ideas? It's the Yeti hair, because Yetis, although this is not confirmed because we're not sure if anyone's actually ever seen a real Yeti, are apparently quite furry, a bit like a polar bear, and covered in lots of white fur. So I'm covering up my whole tin can with my shredded up carrier bag so it's nice and furry. Okay, nearly done. Good thing I cut all these up earlier, eh? Otherwise we could have been here for quite some time. Now the top one, I want my Yeti fur to go the other way. So the top one, I'm just doing like that. Can you see I've done it the other way round? So I've got some sticky up bits as well. So it looks super duper fluffy. Right, there we are. That'll do. When you've covered up your can, the next thing you're going to need is your toilet roll, and you're going to make a couple of Yeti arms. So to do this, you're going to cut the toilet roll in half. And then you're going to just trim off the corners at one end. And that's just to make the top bit that you're going to attach. And at the bottom, you're going to make your Yeti claws. Now, I've given my Yeti 4 claws. Again, this is debatable. I'm not sure there's an official number of claws that the Yeti has, because we've established we're not sure if anyone's actually ever seen a real one. So it's up to you. You could have 3, you could have 4, you could have 5. It's your call. You're going to make 2 of these, and then you're going to do exactly the same as you did with the Yeti body, and you're going to get maybe slightly smaller bits, but on a bit of paper, a bit of sellotape, sorry, and you're going to stick them on layer by layer until the whole paw and arm is covered up. So I've already done 2 to save time. Can you see they're nice and fluffy and they've got the claws sticking out on the end? And then what I'm going to do is, with a bit more sellotape, stick them on to my Yeti body. There's one. Put the other one on. Get an adult to help you with this if you find it a bit tricky. Let's line up the other one. We don't want crazy arms sticking out at different angles. There we go. There we go. So he's got some nice long Yeti arms there. And then what I did was I used another toilet roll to make the feet. And this is super duper simple. Cut it in half again. Flatten it out a bit. And then I made some Yeti feet. I decided that my Yeti would have 3 toes. And I took off the corners like that. Can you see? And I made 2 of those. 2 feet. There we go. And what I'm going to do with those, I'm going to take some more sellotape and just stick them to the bottom of the can with my sellotape. If you haven't got sellotape, you could do this activity with Pritt stick or another type of tape. It doesn't have to be sellotape, just because that's what I've got at home. You could use something else. So you see they're stuck on now, and I've got my nice big Yeti feet sticking out the front. So last but not least, the face. I used a bit of scrap card. What's this? Hummus wrapper. Use any kind of card. And I used some felt tip pens, and I looked up Yetis, and you get lots of different cartoons and pictures come up, maybe some photographs as well, but again, we're not sure they're definitely Yetis in those. And I drew a face, and you see there's mine, using the pens on the cardboard, and then I cut it out. Up to you what your Yeti looks like. Could be happy, sad, could have a big long tongue sticking out. Totally up to you. I decided to go for some teeth and a smiley face. And then I used some more of my plastic bag, and I actually used Pritt stick to do this. I glued all over here and I stuck little bits of the carrier bag on. But you don't have to do that. You could colour it in. Totally up to you. Anyway, here's my finished one. Can you see? And I'm going to stick that on, and then my Yeti will be done. So to stick that on, I think the best way to do it is I'm going to make a sellotape pad. We've done this before. So you just get a bit of sellotape, it's quite tricky to see because it's see-through, and you fold it over and fold it over again so you get like a sticky pad, and then you can stick that on the back of your head, and on goes your Yeti face. There we go. All finished. Now it's up to you what you do with your finished Yeti. I've got some more pens here. You might decide, actually, maybe I'll give mine some nice pink toenails to jazz them up a bit. You might want to, I might add a little bit of, oops, draw my hand there. I might want to add a little bit of black as well, just so his feet stick out a little bit more. Looks like he's got hairy toes. Totally up to you what you do. When you're sticking your carry bag on, it doesn't have to be white, could be other colours. You could leave longer bits and plait them if you want to give him or her a hairstyle. Again, it's totally yours. Then you could use it maybe as a pen box. That's one thing you could do. What else do you think you could do with it? I thought maybe I could put some money in mine and use it as a piggy bank. Or if I wanted to play with it, I found this at home. This is one of those things that you get when you get oranges. This is for plums, and it looks a bit like a net. You could play with your Yeti with some of your other toys, couldn't you, and pretend he was getting caught. And maybe you could rescue him. Anyway, there we go. That's enough from me today. I hope you've enjoyed my demonstration on how to make a Yeti. Come and have a look on the gallery website for lots of other ideas. And if you do decide to make one, maybe you could send it to us so we could have a look at your Yetis. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Bye-bye.